It's great.
Well, let's bring him in. Let's waste no more time. Sac State's men's basketball head coach. Super excited to catch up with him in his first year, and what a year it's been for him trying to shape this program. David Patrick, the list of accomplishments has been pretty nice. Most wins by a first-year head coach in the D1 era, top 6 seed for just the second time in 16 years. Your team's getting ready for the Big Sky Conference tournament. A lot of excitement, not only with the men's program, the women's side. How you doing, Coach?
I'm great, man. So much. Thanks so much for having me on your show. I just ran up here from practice, so excuse
Oh,
excuse my attire.
I no, that actually looks kind of
Yeah.
nice. And look, Coach looks a little cut in that shirt, huh?
Yeah. I mean, wait, are
Okay.
are you running with the guys or what?
It's called stress.
Well, Coach, this is an exciting time, man. I know conference tournaments are always fun. You guys play coming up on Monday. Before we get into all of that, this is your first year with this program. Why was this the right spot for you in Sacramento?
Look, I've been blessed to be a head coach before at UC Riverside. For 2 years before the pandemic hit, and I always said when I was going to take a head coaching job again, it was going to be the right fit in terms of people, city I wanted to live in, city I want my kids to grow up in. And so I was very selective this second time through becoming a head coach. I had some other opportunities this summer to go to some quote unquote bigger and better places people would think from the outside were, but it wasn't the place where I wanted to raise my family and somewhere I thought I could win. And I really thought this was an untapped product here in Sacramento with everything going on here. And when you talk about our administration, our athletic director, I think it was the perfect choice for me and my family.
What really excites you about building this program, and what's your dream for this program?
And you hit the net, like building program, and I know it's a lot of people say it, but some places you don't have the time to build it. People, the administration you're working for don't give you time to build it your way. And I've been fortunate to work with Mark Orr, our athletic director, before at St. Mary's, and understand that he knows what program looks like, and he knows it takes time. And he's given me the resources to hire a great staff, and to be able to go out and recruit the kind of staff and players I want. And so I see this program being a top 3 program in the Big Sky. And if you look at what football's done, at what Coach Campbell's done with women's hoops in such a short amount of time, if you look at our baseball team over the years, what Reggie's done,
Yeah.
why not men's basketball being at the top of the Big Sky with the great city and great university we have?
Yeah, it just seems like Sac State's in a great spot. I'm born and raised in Sacramento. I graduated from Sac State. Stingers up. Used to write for the State Hornet back in the day. Yeah, so it's cool to just see this going in a really positive direction. One thing that has kind of jumped out is like this synergy. Not only, of course, you have synergy with your team, but like cross programs. Like not only with the football program, but I even saw you tweet about the women's program and what they've accomplished over there with what Mark Campbell winning Big Sky Conference Coach of the Year. And I don't know, I just dig it, and I think that fosters a really positive environment.
No, it does, man. You talked about my resume. I've been in a lot of universities and a lot of programs, so I've seen what works, what doesn't work at the highest level, and it starts with synergy, right, with your athletic department, with not one sport thinking they're bigger than the other. That's the programs and athletic departments that last a long time, and that's what I was really yearning when I decided to come back in this chair. So to see the success they've already had, and to see where our program is in such a short amount of time, and the support we've got from the community and the school is great, and I think the future is bright here for us.
I know, obviously, when you're a coach, you're competitive. You want to win every game. You guys have played a lot of close games. How do you stay patient as a head coach?
My players would tell you it's tough. So I would say that.
Yeah.
But I know it's a process, and I've been a part of three rebuilds as an assistant and one as a head coach. And so I know you can't get to home base overnight. Like you've got to, hit some bumps in the road to get there. And my whole deal was like, are we making progress as a team? Are we making progress player development wise? And the wins will come. If you're just result orientated, it can rock you about. But I'm kind of process orientated and seeing, are we getting better every day? And we just watched film today called Get Better. We do it every day. Are we getting better? Or are we getting worse? And those results will speak for itself. And I feel that even in our losses of late, we've got better as a team and probably getting better at the right time of year.
You talk about progress. What areas of progress have you seen from maybe the start when you kind of took over this program to now as you prepare for the Big Sky Conference tournament?
Look, from a defensive standpoint, and a rebounding standpoint, we're top 20 in the country rebounding. And I said that when I got here, I wanted to be top 10 in the country rebounding. And that's easy to say and hard to do. But the buy-in has to come from the players, right? And they've bought in from day one. So I see that rebounding keeping us in games and winning us some games. And then I see the defensive effort, coming in, and the sharing of the basketball. That takes time, man. When you're a new coach with new players, this transfer portal's made the world a lot harder in college hoops. So you're trying to get guys to share the basketball that might have been shooters or hunting shots in the past. Their buy-ins helped, and I've seen it grow probably over the last month of buying into what we're asking them to do. And so just happy where this team is at the moment.
That's great, man. That's really cool. The other cool thing this year I've noticed is like Mike Brown showing up at one of your games, and it goes to this is a basketball town, and I think seeing Mike put you guys over, because you guys deserve more attention. This program is going in a great direction. It's just been cool to hear him like shout you guys out and come and support you guys. What for you as a coach, what's it mean to see someone like Mike Brown come out and be so vocal about what you're doing with the program?
Oh, a lot. And Mike's been a mentor for me for probably 20 years, 15 to 20 years. I'm aging myself here. But, every job I got, even last summer, I was talking to Mike about a potential job, and so I've leaned on them for a lot of stuff. And I'll never forget, it was about a week from the day they were in the playoffs against the Mavericks when he was at the Warriors. And I just probably got the job. He didn't know whether he was getting this job. And to see where we are 12 months later, see the success of his team and his culture, and see what he's done in Sacramento, and for us to be here at the same time has been just really neat to be a part of. And to have him backing us, you can't ask for a better guy or better organization to be backing your program.
Yeah, what's it been like to have a relationship with him over the years? Like, what have you maybe learned from him?
One, how he treats his players, and one, how he acts on the sideline. I work for. I won't say who I work for, but I've seen some other characters on the. I've seen some other characters on the sideline, sure. And try to emulate who you. Sometimes you emulate who you work for, and I study Mike a lot and how he treats the media, how he treats his players. I've been fortunate to go to 3 or 4 of his training camps and watch him from afar. So his approach to players has been big to me. He gave me some advice early in the year. We're turning the ball over a lot, man, like to start the year. And, I preach passing and sharing the ball. And so does he with the Kings, obviously with their offense. But he told me, DP, you got to be more patient, man. These guys are going to make mistakes because you're asking them to do something they haven't done before. And that advice has helped me not kick over a couple water coolers during halftime, because I go back to that. So just that. Yeah. This helps a lot for me,
Well, hopefully you're not kicking over any water coolers at the Big Sky Conference tournament. Maybe they're like dumping one on you if it goes well. Yeah. You guys take on Weber State. I know you're 0-2 against it, but those have been some really close games. Like, what's kind of your guys' mindset headed into that Big Sky Conference tournament game?
Look, they're obviously at the pinnacle of the league, and have been for many years. But there are 2 games we lost on the buzzer. At their place we lose on the buzzer, and our place we lose on a missed block out. And now you got to credit them for the win. But a lot of some of those mistakes were self-inflicted. And so you're hoping when you go up there, you don't make those same mistakes again and give you a chance to win. But it's a team that we've come close to before. The good thing in this tournament, with every team we've played the 1-possession games in the whole event. And that's what makes the Big Sky really, really neat. It's not usually the case in year one. Usually you're getting drubbed by 10, 20 points every game in that first year. But we've been in some close games, and Weber State's the first one on the bat, and we're hopeful we can get some revenge of how we lost them here and at their place.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Monday's a big day for hoops because you got the women playing in the early afternoon. Yeah. And then you guys playing at night on ESPN Plus against Weber State. We're excited for the program, and hopefully you guys really go out there and destroy. We wish you the best of luck.
Good luck, Coach.
Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for having me on the show.
Absolutely. That's David Patrick from Sac State joining us on Sactown Sports.
Oh, so cool. So excited for all them.
Dude, the energy from these coaches, man.
I know. They vibing.
Yeah.
They vibing. They
really
feeling
cool.
good.
Really good stuff.